Hey guys, how you doing? I hope everybody is doing great. Welcome to the podcast. Welcome to the podcast when you get on board. This Albert here. Welcome to the podcast when you join. What's been happening today? What's been taking place today? Um, hey guys, how you doing? Sorry for yesterday. I couldn't come live. I was on work. I came from work a little late yesterday, so I couldn't come live yesterday. Uh, Today, what is happening today? I don't just want the day to pass without me coming to you guys because you guys are used to see us now coming at least every evening, even if it's 1 hour or a few minutes to chit chat. We do it now most of the time, so I felt it was important for me to just come and be catch up with you guys before I can go and take shower to get ready for the class. So how you doing? I hope you guys are doing great. I hope the voice quality is good. What is on your mind? If you want to come on the show, you inbox me, you messenger me, and I can send you the link. I bring it up for us to talk. If you if you have the draft face to be on the talk, the house, some all can talk. Hey Alex, how you doing, Mr. Beamer? I hope you're doing okay. If anybody wants to come on the platform, just messenger me. I will send you the link, and you just come and say what you want to say. Okay, what is on your mind is what I think we'll be doing here today. What is on your mind with respect to everything that is happening in the country right now? If you want to come on the live stream, just hit me up on Messenger, and then I will bring you up on the stream. I'll send you the link, and then you can come up on stream for us to talk. So basically, I think it's relatively calm today as compared to all the other times where we already been ready on the battlefront and fighting, So I can say today was much better. Okay. The thing, like I said the other day, there are some people who try to make it as though it is a fight between Martin Colley and people who are promoting the government. The thing here, the fact that remains here is that no president is bigger than Liberia. All right. No president is bigger than Liberia. No political party is bigger than Liberia. Hey, Momo, how you doing, Mr. Cole? No political party is bigger than Liberia. So anybody who fall into this okra pot, the person must go, but we should try to do it without. So that people are capable of things. Okay? But I want to say justice because somebody does something, you do not have the proof, the person goes free. Okay? All the talking that we're doing is not that maybe the person is not guilty of what you say. You see, it's not that maybe the person is not guilty of what you are saying. But the thing here is that you are not just producing the evidence and it went to a stage where you make it to look like personal, that you're really seeking after the person. And then some of our brothers that are on the rescue also, they themselves too, they are not controlling their emotions. Hey, Nathaniel, how you doing? Bishop, how you doing? So that's how it is. So the thing here is that the hospital said today that they couldn't keep Joel. That as far as they are concerned, the condition for which they took Joel over there, the situation was okay. Her asthma is under control. Her breath, her breathing is under control. Every other symptoms was under control. So they said we have to discharge her. And in discharging her, her lawyers are earlier fought for some compassionate courtesy to be given her. That means that she will be under house arrest and be to her house until otherwise ordered. But I think the court denied it because I think the government prosecutors fought against it. They said no, under the law, when people commit crime allegedly, they have to be treated the same way as other people. Joy Howell had that courtesy when she was vice president, first lady, when she was senator, and then became vice president. Okay, so the thing here is that jailhouse there should be no preferential treatment for people. Okay, the thing here is that the government have charged her with things that money laundering, with things that facilitating drugs, all of these things. Now, the thing here is that the government now has to prove it. When they go to court, the government will have to prove it. Hey, Mr. Clarence Johnson, how you doing? So if anybody wants to come on the podcast to give your piece of what I'm saying here today, I want us to catch up, then I'll bring you on, because it's just for us to catch up a little bit before I go on the class reloaded. Let me be playing some music while we're talking. All right, so let's look at the thing. You know, seditionists are always tell them. I say it's in Liberia that you people take the George Weah thing that everybody is a fool. All right. Now, the thing is that when people are talking about George Weah, nobody is talking about George Weah's success. Nobody is talking about the money that George Weah attained after leaving power. The man is successful. The man is the most popular Liberian in the entire world. That is a fact, and nobody can argue. But you can't tie that in. You can't tie that in with leadership, with the presidency. So anytime people try to talk about George Weah, the first attack they will come with, you can't see yourself. You will not be the George Weah. You will not even be the George Weah's son. George Weah is successful. That's a fact, and nobody is arguing. Nobody in George Weah on success competition. Okay? So when we are talking about George Weah, we don't talk about his success in terms of his career life in football or whatever he has attained for himself. It's not what we are talking about. When we are talking about George Weah, we are talking about how he managed the affairs of our country. And so you see, they see childish way of talking, where George Weah then just sit and talk loosely. Hey, Paul Smith, how you doing? It's what he did at the National Bar Association there in Nigeria. You know, that thing he did, it was President Bouaka that he was throwing talk at about dictatorship. When it comes to dictatorship, George Weah, you stood on a podium and said, if anybody ever insult the president again, they will deal with you. It's what you said. It's dictators who make those kind of statements. Since your people been insulting the president, since Yeka Koluba been insulting the president, all the people been insulting the president, they respect the president. Joseph Bouaka have never come out any day and say, if anybody insult me, the person will go to jail. But you, as a city president at the time, you sat and said, if anybody insults you, the person will go to jail. And then you mount the podium to speak to the National Bar Association of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. You go through talk on Joseph Yuma Bouaka. But people are watching you. The thing about the presidency is when you shall have left, you are going alone. You are leaving the presidency behind. There is another thing important that you are leaving behind. What you did in the presidency, you are not carrying it with you. It is in the mind of people. It is your digital print. It is your digital print that is left behind that people will evaluate you by. And so if you go to another country and you want to speak as though you were this perfect president, that you loved your people, and every promise that you made to your people, you went by it. Your government was not corrupt. Guy, keep sharing the show. And your government was not corrupt. It is in Liberia that your diehard people will defend you the best way ever. But there were people who are not Liberians who were following your leadership style. So if you go to another country and you try to throw jibes at the city president of your country, George Weah got disgraced. Now, let's look at the jab that George Weah think he was throwing at President Bouaga.
Of the two threats of democracy, the danger is not only that soldiers might seize power in the night, or that a defeated candidate might refuse to leave office. It is also a leader who arrives in office through a free and fair elections can over time and often gradually begin to govern like the very dictators that ballot was meant to guard against.
Now you see, the childish talk that his boys can be doing in Liberia, the Alvin we said, the rogue writer Jefferson Koji, and all of these young men, they lose way to talk. You go to a National Bar Association to speak to them naturally. You go and put loose talk in your speech. Bouaga have never exhibited any dictatorial tendencies. He has never. President Bouaga is a quiet young man, quiet old man who is running the country passionately, and you have people from your party insulting the city president, but you never tell them one day, hey, you have to stop because that is the city president of the country. You have never told your people, but every time they insult the president, and we as a people, you never see us retaliating and putting it on you. Unless when you disgrace yourself, then we'll talk about it. And nobody will hold us back. We will continue to talk about it. So if you go there and talk about dictatorial tendencies, you express that is why under your regime, many young people fled the country, including the Martin Colley that every one of you are depending on today for propaganda. Because what Martin Colley is also doing has a propaganda tendency to it, natural implication. So I see the CDC cheering Martin Colley, all of the things Martin Colley is doing. But this is the same CDC that chased Martin Colley out of Liberia. There is the same CDC that has Walter Sisulu. That kid, I think he's in Ghana or he's in Nigeria. That kid is suffering from severe trauma today from the leadership of George Weah. Students go to demonstrate like how the other young men were doing today, but the president has to put that under control. You cannot have these young people burning woods and tires on the streets every day. That is hooliganism. They are disturbing public peace and order. They are disturbing the movement of other peaceful citizens. Burning tires in the street is not a form of demonstration. That is lawlessness. Throwing stones at national police, it is an attack against national security. Now, nonsense, don't try to in America. The police will fire back because at that point, those stones are considered as weapons. And the police has to protect itself in the best way possible. So you try that nonsense in America, it's very possible if no tear gas come, they're going to shoot. Okay? They are going to shoot. So, under your administration, many young people fled the country, including young Henry Costa at the time, Boima, J.V. Boima. Many young people, boys went missing, young girls being violated, young men being perforated by men. Under your leadership, so many things wrong happened to Liberia. So many wrong things happen to Liberia. Grace, how you doing? Emilia, how you doing? Anthony Fire, how you doing? Jim Scully, my brother Siafa Kama, Jeremiah Kakula, how you doing? Kennedy Sonny, how you doing, my brother? So many wrong things happen to the country. Is it you, the George Weah, that will want to sit today and say you're coming to rally the country because your vice president has been arrested and charged in related cocaine charges? You think you are already free from it yourself, George Weah? And you go and sit and want to throw jibes at one of the most mature presidents that this country has ever produced? One of the best performing presidents in less than under 3 years that this country has ever produced? That the man you say you go to throw jibes at? Hey, how you doing, man? Miguel, I hope you're doing okay. Edith, how you doing? Mardia, how you doing? Boy, how you doing? Guyane, how you doing? Say Michelle. Oh, my brother, how you doing, Mr. Michelle? I hope you're doing okay. And just before we go forward, I want to bless the two brothers who have contributed so far for us to buy the new equipments. I'll still appeal to the rest of my US and Canada audience. If you want to help in the regards, you can. Our target is 400 to 500. Two of the brothers have already contributed. It amounts to about 200 something euro now. So we aiming now at 200 something euro or 300 to make it 500, so we can buy all of the equipment to do a new setup. So my American and Canadian audience, if you want to help, you can get to me. One of the brothers who helped is right here on the podcast. I really want to appreciate you. If you want me to call your name, just let me know in the inbox. Then I will be able to call your name the next time we come on the podcast. And the other brother there from also, I think Delaware somewhere there, my brother. I almost called it many just now. So two of the brothers have helped contributed that amounted to 200 and more euro now. We need to add it up, the rest up for all to get the equipment. Like I said, accountability matters, and we will account for every penny that will be given, because the voice quality is not good again. This one is finished. Good I had. This one is also good. But I'll need to get the one I need, because I think much more powerful than this with the mixer and a small table and a chair over there on the other side, because the dining table, it gives me heart and it hurts my back also. So yeah, guys, just 1 minute. Just 1 minute. Just 1 minute, guys. Let me answer to this. Yeah, so you know, after George Weah's speech, the former president of the Nigerian Bar Association, and not every member of the bar was happy about George Weah's appearance. Most of them, they were not happy. Okay, the people take George Weah to be a dictator. It is only like brother seditions from the hard bracket tribe. That was it. Many of the young people or the people who are within the CDC, by the time they still drop from the eye and begin to see who George Weah and the CDC actually is, they will regret the amount of time that it took being on that platform called or court organization called a political party. All right. So listen to what this guy said. He's the former president of the Nigerian Bar Association.
But let me say this, because you know I have to be frank with the audience. And this goes for the leadership of the bar. I want to appeal that the Bar Association must stop inviting dictators in Africa to come and address us. Mr. Way, George Way.
So you see, on the continent, people are beginning to see or perceive George Weah as one of the dictators. What kind of thing is this? Oh, no. Sorry, guys. As I'm as I'm talking, my phone is typing. It's typing what I'm saying, so I have to delete it, or else it will be sent to somebody. So, on the continent of Africa, there are people who are seeing Weah as a dictator. So the guy is telling his learned peers, counselors, and attorneys that people like George Weah must not be allowed to speak at such reputable organizations' podium because the world is watching. Why did he say so? I'm sure most of you have listened to this. But it is clear that Liberia deserves better. George Weah ain't going to win. But we continue to sing this song because how our people think. What kind of a man? Your vice president. Now, seditions who are calling for the recusal of Gregory Como for the fact that, according to them, some of his high-ranking officials were bursted related to the drug seizure. So it is negligence from the head. And we should take the same argument that you people are propelling. Should we say George Weah should be held liable for the drugs incident that Joy Howard Taylor is allegedly involved with? Because we will talk about negligence also. Because he, at the time, was the president of the Republic. And Joy Howard Taylor was his principal deputy. So if we want to use the theory of negligence, then we will say George Weah is also inclusive of what happened in our country when it comes to the drug-related activities that his vice president has been arrested, charged, and indicted for today. But on a real note, putting everything into perspective, can somebody believe that all of the drug-related activities that took place in Liberia from 2021, from 2018 to 2023, will George Weah be innocent about it? Can somebody read it? Dictator is not the way they spell dictator, is D-I-C-T-A-T-O-R. What you spell what is dictator, Wallace? Number one, Wallace. The show almost finished. Besonga. I'm coming. Let me send this guy the link. Besonga. Just 1 minute, guys. Let me send the guy the link. Besonga. GBEHZON. Besonga. Okay, I think not the guy here. All right. So today is what is on your mind. Okay? Today is what is on your mind. So, Besonga, I just sent you, check your messenger. All right? Besonga, check your messenger. I just sent you the link. Just click on the link and just follow. It will bring you in studio. I will see you, and then I will bring you up on the screen. Besonga. So let's listen to what the guy said. The reason he said that.
Who was there yesterday? and was talking about the judiciary. In his country, his regime captured the judiciary to the extent that they had to contact some of us outside the country to get legal redress in the ECOWAS court. In the case of Mandingo, people of Mandingo against Liberia, people whose landed properties were seized during the war, the ECOWAS court gave them judgment. Judge Weah refused to comply with the judgment. The new government of Bokar has just set up a committee for the enforcement of that judgment. Second one, a judge, an associate justice of the Supreme Court of Liberia, was dismissed without any basis. Again, we went to the ECOWAS court. The ECOWAS court set aside his dismissal and awarded him $200,000. He was ordered to be reinstated. Mr. George Weah refused to comply with the judgment. Now, that is the man coming here.
Yeah, but that's what the man is telling you. Look, see the amount of the Martin calling today that is doing all of this. At a certain point, he helped the government also in this investigation, gave some leads. But the same Martin calling today was chased out of that country under the regime of George Weah. Boima, J.V. Boima. Then as co-star said that he was wrapped in mattress and taken out of the country. Walter Sisulu, that kid that was beating up on Mamba Point, they nearly cut off his genitals. What did George Weah do about it? Nothing. George Weah did nothing about it. Just 1 minute, guys. You know when we live, we receive a lot of messages. Oh, I thought, sorry, guys. I thought it was a direct message to me. All right. So many people got affected. The 3 Mason boys, the auditors. What did George Weah say? They were making love in a car. But people know, under mysterious circumstances, all of those auditors, when audit reports were supposed to come out from the internal audit, these are the things we're talking about. The EPS guy, who according to the George Weah regime shot himself 2 times in the head. How possible is that? Dictatorship. Many young girls were violated in our country. So there are a lot of things that went wrong. Mornings got messy in the country. I was watching a documentary. Justina Taylor, thank you, David. Justina Taylor. Many things went wrong with the country under George Weah's administration. And that is why people outside of Liberia are looking at George Weah as a dictator. Best one guy, if you don't come, I'll soon be leaving because I have to go and get ready for the class reloaded. So, I mean, that is it. So today, George Weah's vice president sleeps at the South Beach. That is why people say absolute power. Power is never absolute. Power is not absolute. That is why when you are put in the position of privilege, even the presidency, it is a position of privilege. The vice presidency, it is a position of privilege because in a real democracy, it is not a lifetime thing, especially when there are limitations. to the presidency. In Liberia, you can go 12 years, 2 terms straight, but you cannot go again. It is a privilege. And when you are leaving, the person who served with you as your principal deputy, the vice president, goes with you also. So when you are placed in that position, it is dedicated. You should see it like a channel. A channel in the big people English is something delicate, very important, like a glass, that when it slips from your hand, it falls, it's going to break. That's how you take leadership, especially the presidency. Because when people vote you, they vote you with the might, that strength, that physical and inner being. They are giving their lives to you. But you come to power in less than 6 months. You've broken your houses down. All those houses that were there beat. If you count the first 5 rich footballers of all time for Africa, George Weah is not amongst them. And the least amongst them was 40 million, according to the last documentary I said. But yet, that people want to make Liberians to believe that George Weah had 80 million or 81 million. It's a farce. These people milked our country. And today, you have a president that is not wasting time with anybody in his government. You get corrupted, you booked you out, you put you before justice. And that is why you see the country's money is being utilized wisely. All right? So I am not surprised when Fanana, the former head of the Nigerian Bar Association, say George Weah is a dictator. Now this is just Nigeria. What about other places? Matthew Innes. Then let's go on and on and on and on. It is undisputed. It is undisputed. And so, my other question to the investigating team is, why is Johnny Boladin not in jail? Are you carrying him as a state witness? Why is Michael from the airport not in jail? Are you carrying him as... Hey, how you doing, my brother? Welcome to the
Clear?
Yeah, you are already clear. You are 100% clear. Yeah. What is on your mind? Is what is on your mind? We are on your...
Yeah, bro. To be honest, I'm excited. When I turn on the phone, I'm tired now. I off today. Let me call it off. What's up, my man? At least I'm closer to you now.
Take your time.
My man, the issue here, I'm excited today, right? Like I always told you, I'm very excited. My excitement comes from a point. And this point is this. His Excellency, Joseph Yuma, the wisdom old man that we got as president. Bro, I love this man.
Indeed.
It take a president like Joseph Boaga to make decision. Abra, if you remember, let me take you back. And you ask me why on my mind?
Yeah.
Well, you remember, let me take you back during the course of the Samuel Kedo, before Samuel Kedo came to power, right?
Yeah.
There were a couple of people who were killed. You remember those 13 men that they killed on the pole?
On the pole, yeah.
Those people that they killed on the pole, the people who can be celebrating the CDC. I don't hate President Weah because President Weah, when he was soccer star, trust me, I ride with the man from Ivory Coast. Look, we were refugees, but yet and still we supported President Weah because we love him.
Indeed.
When it comes to his soccer career, I got nothing to say about President Weah. On a very serious note, Arrow, I got nothing to say about President Weah. I can't criticize him when it comes to soccer, but when it comes to governance, the things that we witnessed when we were much younger in our country, that is the thing these Gen Z are not seeing.
Indeed.
The people who run against President Weah today when we were in Liberia, they were much younger. They only love him because they hear about the soccer he played and they see it on YouTube. They see it on TV. We all love President Weah. I give it up to him. But when it comes to our country, there's an exception.
Exception. I agree.
He killed 13 men on the pole because of corruption. When Samuel Kedo came to power, what happened? Why ain't happened? They started going after their own people. His regime ended. We all know how it ended. And I will tell Liberians, the trouble that we're facing today, that those 13 people that we killed over there, what was the reason for which we killed them? You know the big English that time? Rampant corruption, right?
Rampant corruption.
Now, but guess what? After President Doe took over, what happened? Corruption started wearing Hokosu.
Indeed.
But guess what they did? They put a blind eye to that. They couldn't kill anybody because of corruption, because the thing they killed the people from, they themselves. They knew that they were already in the water. So there's nothing they could do, but the only thing they could do is to defend themselves.
Yeah.
Now, President Taylor came. We all saw President Taylor. It went rocket, poop. They took him away. Here came Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. Now, this is where I got a problem. President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf was the one that even destroyed our country more. Liberians should ask themselves, why is it that when President Ellen Johnson was coming to become a president of our country, she went straight to President Braga? President Ellen had a lot of elite friends.
Indeed.
The people who serve commerce. The ladies, they had a lady over there at commerce that one of Ellen's friends. They had
that's Ali Reddy King.
That Obangi Ali King.
Yeah.
And had the other woman to Ministry of Finance. All Ellen friends, found people, brilliant people.
Elites, yeah.
Well-positioned people, right?
Yeah.
Why she went for a man, or indigenous Liberian man from where local country was Songa to come serve as vice president for her? You ask yourself. If Ellen Johnson Sirleaf did not even respect President Braga, you think she was going to call him to even serve as a vice running mate?
Not at all, bro.
It was never going to happen, right? But because President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf know very well that this old man is a principle-minded old man. She went for this old man, and she know the man understand leadership.
Indeed.
During the election, if you can retrospect during the campaign, right?
Yeah.
Child Walker Bronson's daughter, my own king's, I want to say king's woman.
Yeah,
Charlene Bronson.
Charlene, yeah.
Charlene Bronson said something. I thought the CDC tried to criticize Joseph Braga. The guy said, but hold on. When my mother was at the school, she never had money to pay her school fee. President Braga said, listen, go to school. I will help to pay in the process. When he was working at CWA. These are good testimony of a good leader.
Sure.
But Ellen Johnson, boom. After Ellen first time, she did extremely well. The first 6 years, she did extremely well. The second 6 years, guess what? It was not as well as we thought it would have been.
No.
Her son destroyed no kind of other corruption, erupted her government. But guess what? Ellen took full responsibility. This is where I got a problem with the entire CDC organization. That the entire hierarchy, they were I got a problem with them. If these people had a good motive for Liberia, the first thing they would have done, Ellen had already confessed. I take full responsibility for what my son did. Boom, that was a ground for investigation and prosecution.
Sure.
But what President Weah said, we are one big family, and he even graded the Ellen government 80%, right?
80%.
What happened when Joseph Braga came to power? You and Joseph Braga ain't John no susu. Or if you get 100%, the other person get 80%. He's not part of that thing. Look at our president. The man is socially dead. Our papa not looking for new name brand clothes to buy. I was shocked when I saw something that stopped on him with a name on it. Maybe somebody gave it to him as gift.
Yeah.
Hey, papa ain't got no extended hand to say he got another conky band somewhere. You got to extend his hands there to see how best he can see how, send our money there. No, it's not happening. Yeah. And for me today, to see Joel Howard Taylor, where I was young, in Banga when I had the MPRAG government, I lived in Banga. I saw the leadership. It was terrible. It was terrible, Albert. When I say terrible, I mean terrible. That's why when I see people keep push, these people, they are good leaders. These people, they are good leaders.
Just 1 minute. How I send it to you. Go ahead, brother. Sorry. Yeah.
They say these people are good leaders. How can I live in Banga all Charles Taylor time when you were president? When they had the MPR quarter, they had the Wild Geese commander who is Matthew Chipley. Yeah. All the guys that they had. How they call this guy? He was the Typhoon commander. Michael Sibo. They have. I had a cousin.
You can remember too old. You can remember.
No, let me tell you. I had a cousin who was called Michael Carr. I don't know whether you heard that name.
No.
Michael passed away in the mansion when nothing happened, when President Taylor narrowly escaped the mansion after October, something that happened when President Taylor was president. That way, Michael died. But I say this to say I grew up in the hands of these people. That I saw these people in Banga Market used to be changing money. When the plane coming to come bomb,
I was in the Africa. I was in the Africa stuff.
Yeah, when the plane coming to come bomb, we'll run and go to we'll go in the bush. Banga Gleda, all these places, then they would dig the little manhole for people to get there. So for me, seeing president, we had to become president. For president, we had to take the presidency serious. For him to go to studio, that broke my heart. Today, the people are in power. You can see him. Why you saw him singing? Look at the man body. They said dancing, he got formula. So JMB are getting that pass. JMB looked like he got any social left in him. Nothing. Zero. Sedition should blame themselves. And the hierarchy is supposed to. And I'm my first time seeing arrogant, corrupt officials. How you steal from our country, then you cursing us? Honor your regime. One person was prosecuted. Matter of fact, two persons. The two persons that were prosecuted, I can tell you, it was showway political. It was just a political wish hunt. Mainly the man called Bani Samuka. Bani Samuka became, I think, senator of Lofa County, right? They stripped him of his senatorial wing, and guess what they did? They denied him, and they got on him to prosecute him. So when I see people, most especially Akara Moses Gray, we used to live way down Plum Valley. Rock Plum Valley, way there. If I see Akara Gray sitting there to criticize this government and looking at the kind of things your government did, the thing we're talking about, just corruption. When you get to the killing of Auditor Emmanuel Bata Yenswa, the killing of the late Public Works Minister Mabudu Vla Yimpan, the killing of George from Boto, the killing of Gifty Lama, the killing of Abba Peter. How can you say George, the killing of Matthew Ine, Balakoli, which was the truck driver? How can you say George, we are so peaceful on a regime, all these people dying?
So,
let me tell you, Labrador need to wake up. Someone didn't see the war. There is no war in Labrador, I didn't see. Let me tell you so you can hear it. The reason why you see people can be talking, there are a new group of generation that were much younger that did not even see the war. Yeah,
indeed.
But guess what they do? Oh, we cause trouble in the town. You ever trouble?
Yeah, like you think
that one thing they can be talking about that something that they're not drunk. You can't start tomorrow, day after tomorrow. You ever trouble? I was in Monrovia. Now they say, maybe people here watching see me. World War 1, World War 2, World War 3. The way we left our homes to get to Johnsonville before going ahead, it was shocking. So when I see people criticizing this government, and we had them there for 12 years, these people were in opposition. All we saw that was every day that noise, every day that causing Ellen, every day that throwing casket. That they seen people who get in power for 6 years. They think Taylor Day was small. Honored president, we are looting the country. To be honest, you know how much the people loot the country? Every Librarian got to know it's true. The other result, the other report. Look at Fina Bono going to court. Look at Samuel Tue, who was singing the other day. There's time for everything. He sang and left Joe. We are all hard the other day. Just a couple of days, he started crying. Who made him cry? That the old man who was taking his own set time walking, made him, or educated man cry. Abra, George, we are make sure. George Howard Taylor going to jail today. Let me tell you, I'm excited. George Howard Taylor horseman brought war. We forgave him. Do you know how many people died during the course of the war? 250 people. We forgave your horseman.
But you can't see us saying, "Oh, the pointing gun at me." The pointing. Do you know how many guns your husband pointed at people in that country?
Your husband had the longest convoy. Listen to me. President Charles MacArthur Gange, President Charles MacArthur Darkman Gange Taylor had the longest convoy in Africa.
Indeed.
What Robin West said, let me tell somebody, Gen Z, who you're listening, that woman husband was the fastest rebel group ever to enter Monrovia.
Ever.
But in beginning, we know nothing about our country. You got to feed the father, John, we are playing football. John, we are playing football. Why the African made Didier to white president?
That's the thing. And you know the thing about him, my brother Bensonga. When we begin to talk about George Weah, the first thing they will say, you can compare yourself with George Weah, the man is successful. We are not talking about his success in terms of football. We adore George Weah when it comes to football. I'm not here today. I wish George Weah were young again for that Lone Star to come back.
Of course.
So that I can watch this great guy playing football. But when we talk about leadership, it's why I always wanted to distinguish when we talk about George Weah, to distinguish his success in football and leadership and political governance. Go ahead, my brother.
You know, you talk about a man playing soccer, Benny. Let me just go back. You know who's going? Speed, accuracy, and goal.
Oh, yeah.
If you remember that famous game, we are set Russia on fire. We the one were dancing for the man. the man became president. Guess what? The guy destroyed the country. That's why you see, whenever you post that thing when he won the presidency, he was sitting on a little island, a Bali island, doing a hand like that, or made a pick up, and you always making that thing, you know, to laugh at him or mime him or ridicule him. That's the right thing you're doing.
Yeah.
If all the educated people in like, bro, would sit down, one man who ran behind Balloon to make all of them be today, running for court, they should think twice.
Plus.
Some of them sat down, the brain can, or some of them are intellectual. All the guys are smart. But they sat there. Joel, is your lawyer? They sat there. One man who ran behind Balloon manipulated all of them today.
All of them.
So waiting there, somebody will tell me, say, Joel will come back. Let me tell you, Tyrell Dillon said something. I'm a Basel man. I truth Dillon said. I don't care how much they criticize. He said, we will know how to take care of power.
Oh, yeah.
That we the one will get power. We'll give it back to you. What kind of chairman talk is that?
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. We know how to take the power and harness.
You're not gonna someone get a Basel put in for Joseph Boaga. Ben Boaga Adi. Ben Boaga Adi. Ben Boaga Adi. I'm excited, Abba.
I know, right?
Abba, you know how many songs in my mouth for that, Abba?
Only easy.
Let me show you another one. Joe, we are the guest house in Egawadio. Let me tell you, Joseph Boaga will take this. Oh man, I pray for long life. That all I pray for that, Papa. I ask God, please, Liberian will learn new thing. Very dark man can say they go learn new thing.
Yeah.
Even Ahu, yeah. My man, they're beginning who stole. Like they're rogues. They would catch them, they would beat them, they're wasting gas on it, they won't brain them. But the people who stealing money from our country to go build different homes, different place, we hail them when they come in. We're clapping for them. Oh yeah, they men are good men. He's an intellectual criminal.
He get homes in Dubai. He get homes in Ghana. Where you got the money from?
But Jackie Cordova told you before, right? And he told you when he was serving at SOD4, he told you when he should catch the drug from Mr. Taylor, he should take, because for me, I know that's a lie. That's a lie. I know you guys should go SOD4. We all know. But that's a lie. You can go to no Taylor for nothing. You can get money from very nice horse over there. Or a little hustle in Diddy, he's not a perfect person.
Yeah.
He's not a perfect person. But the thing is that every other individual in Liberia got their own role.
Yeah.
When that person steal, they will celebrate. When the other person on a road steal, then they celebrate. But I always tell people, Liberia is our common denominator. You can't other countries see they play fine. When the papi wants to see how best he can clean the country, oh, they may breaking people's homes. How did Gerald Rowland develop the Ghana that they said Ghana found today?
That's it.
Gerald Rowland was a military leader, right?
Yeah.
He was a military leader. Gerald Rowland decree and declare, and he moved. Our papi, oh brother, many days I can say, hey God, the old man should be having an old frame with a young organ in his system.
Man, I can be worried sometimes. I can be worried sometimes,
bro.
I say God keep the old man to carry that country before anything happens. That old man will develop that country. He will leave his mark, because you know the thing about the difference between Boaga and people that George Riordan. Boaga have seen himself being on the sideline, even at the level of the vice presidency. He was like ostracized.
Truth. He was
just a frame there as vice president.
True.
If he offered, but I don't know how many times his offers or his advices were considered by Ellen.
Right.
And I know Ellen knew that those counsel that this old man gave her, they were all wise counsel. That is why you see Ellen was afraid.
But she's calculated. She realized that she got a connection.
Yeah.
And the papa got a leadership ability. And a strong will to say this year, it will not work. But brother, that's why he made up. That's why I said when Joseph Boaga speaking, people should listen. The papa said he was an old car. Being an old car, trust me, when you start the car, it's not the engine will kick.
Sure.
It will kick, right? When you hit the gas, what happened? Boom, 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 right?
Yeah.
That the wisdom you are giving to Ellen, but to put it on the wrong way, it couldn't go because Ellen said right there, she's afraid. My man.
But what made it 1964 cars, 1970 cars expensive than present day car?
Because they were
made. Quite a classic.
They are classic. That's true. They are classic. Aber, I'm gonna say this: the Liberia that Joseph Boaga envisioned. I'm gonna tell you this: it's a different Liberia that you and myself we're not even thinking about.
Indeed.
The old man, I know that a lot of people in the little closet praying for the papa to die. And physically they can come to say it. But I'm gonna tell them they are not God. They didn't get left, and they will not be the one to take left.
Indeed.
Joseph Barker will live. The purpose for which God brought that old man to Liberia. You think about this old man who left. The old man told you say he was holding a little goat. Walk with goat. A man who walked from Wasonga will go to Morocco and have become a president. What does that say about him? We're sitting there, one man who won't be on balloon holder because he got popularity. Oh, the man too popular. The man too popular. Listen, that popularity, it ain't ready to 2023, brother. We tired with Joe. We didn't know him first.
But how did the popularity benefit Liberia as a whole? The
Nothing
man
he gave
who
us.
was a footballing president, the man did not even help develop sports at any level in Liberia.
You know the reason why I can tell you, Alan? I can tell you.
Yeah.
The man passed that stage. He interview, not me say that, man say,
Yeah, man say,
I passed that
that.
level.
Yeah.
I passed that level. But an 80 years old man could not pass the level because he know he got a grandchildren who got potential
Sure.
of playing soccer.
Soccer, yeah.
Bro, listen, God bless Liberia over president. I don't care about people who criticize him. The reason why you see a lot of people criticize our president because the previous president they had, if you were in, you understand, 20 years at a time, people will not tell you say it was sweet.
Oh, they say it was sweet?
Till that time it was sweet because they had put a markup, how they call him? Oh man, they got from oh man, Marcus Sibo. They had Marcus Sibo there. They had the other guy, Black Marine. These guys ain't have money now giving it to people. Sam Slessy there. You remember those names?
Oh, just getting the money.
Langa then. You remember that? Yeah. Langa. These were special forces. The one who say he crossed ocean with all public concern. Ziza Massa. All these people were giving money to their girlfriend. And we the young brother, you still to get somebody girlfriend. When ATU get you. But the people now in Liberia, the new breed of George Weah people, they are different. They think different. I don't know whether they worship our president, they worship George
Weah. They worship the man.
If they worship him, then CDC is not a political party, it's a court. Because I read a book called Kingdom of the Court. There is a court.
They worship me.
You can. My young brother, I would never forget this thing. It pinned me up to today, Abra. My young brother, we used to live in, he myself used to be in Cleveland, Ohio, and he was Christmas silly. Very active. Christmas, he was one of those people when I moved to America newly. He was one of those people who accepted me as brother. He and myself, we go. As he was young, he talked a lot. He and myself, we argue about CDC and this. He was that begin kid say, you're going to push we are Jenna Boo Boo, I go to die mysteriously. We went to a funeral in Philadelphia. They got her, they start throwing casket. The day Christmas initiation, if you go back to that video, Josephine, who was our Ministry of Commerce, there was what they had in your mouth, and they had Pantage in your mouth.
Yeah.
That Pantage when in a car. We grew up in Liberia and grew up in the village where our grandparents. When you see a car in a remote area, not even a remote area, it could be a populated area. When our car coming with Pantage on it, that symbolizes everybody in our car.
Everybody in the car, yeah.
So what kind of political party that we're going to do initiation? Then they had the other Abdul Kane. Yeah, you know, all evoking all kind of nonsense.
That's the country we had to
the
live with. The
political party that we had, they built that party around one man. And our president Weah. But I can assure you, bro. I told you the other day, I'm about to tell you again before we go, because I know the closing argument will soon come on. It's 3:28.
Yeah.
President Weah came to power as a peaceful man. Emmanuel Batte Yensua Dap. I will be doing live. I don't want to grow my page a little bit. Coming on Facebook will be because of the editor. These guys are the kill. Albert Peter, my Gifted Lama, George Fambodo, Matthew Innes. All these people, they were great people of our country.
Yeah.
But then, how did they die mysteriously? And around the same time, monies. Not money, monies.
Yeah.
We pluralize it. God mercy for our country. And then Samuel Twe talking about his brother Norris Twe called him, say Emmanuel Batte fell from up. Brother.
But why is it that his brother Norris Twe is always mixed up in the thing? You can remember again the last time he said the reason why the judge had to make that decision is because Morris Tier went to speak with the judge, and the judge told him the people are holding his hand. So Norris Twe is like, his hands are in a lot of things in that country.
I hear brother. You not see brother from the young brothers?
Because when it comes to the auditors, he called his brother Norris Twe name.
Yeah.
It comes to his later judgment, He come.
Okay.
There's a guy in his family that he actually confide most of his deep things in.
That blood, brother, take on the water. It could be you too. That blood. That right there, I'm blamed about it. But the crime that they know about, they need to confess because Emmanuel Bada against our death. Emmanuel Bada against our death for water to die.
Yeah. So
I mean, that man he got a family that's still crying the knee closure. You know that, brother? Those 3 missing boy families still knee closure. The last of the poor left in the water. Look at our man who they killed after President. We went to Nema County, Bush, Melvin, LA.
Yeah. Ellen, yeah. The man Webster crying.
The late president, the late Senator Prince Johnson said something. He said, how can a man fire himself 5 times in the head? All the investigation, guess what they did? They push it under the rug.
And
But then they come out after killing these people. They start dancing. Then when they're talking about people who marginalized Librarians back in the days, they will say, Taylor, where you living? We are with you.
Yeah.
You kill 2 persons. You kill 2 persons. You kill somebody.
Prince Johnson said that's a woman who gave the order.
Yeah. And who that woman? And the woman that went to the place that would let me tell you something. When people guilty, watch them move. After they held her to the court, where you saw her when she drove herself, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I do nothing. I just carry to God. Let me tell you something. The Basel program on a wow, when you today anyone weaker. We strive bad people. Sometimes they can act sorrowful. Don't mind that sorrowful thing, brother. You think that because they go time and fail, they will not care. They will not care on a celebration day.
That's a fact.
The reason for which, look, I'm enjoying the way President Bwaka is pushing Dwight Howard Taylor button. Bro, that rope the woman her. It will hold bush. It will likely hold Jolo Boy and Ghana root from the bush. We yell. All we gotta do is to pray for our president.
Indeed. Let's do it tomorrow.
We will do it tomorrow. We'll do it tomorrow.
Let me go shower and get ready for the class reloaded.
I already got the screen. I already got the whole operation on the screen, and I swear I go. All right, my brother. Have a blessed day.
Okay, brother. So
yes, sir.
I will make sure every time coming live, I'll make sure I will send you the link. And most of the time you go live, before you post it, look for the place they call collaboration. Yeah?
Okay.
And just type my name in the collaboration when you post it.
Okay.
Facebook will ask me if I should accept it.
Okay.
To go on my news feed. And once people begin to see your podcast on my news feed, people will start to follow.
But my podcast, let me tell you, my podcast comes with a little bit of politics, a lot of entertainment. Because they say too much where we all play major double. We sing Basil song on my podcast, we sing Nigerian. And bro, listen, my man ain't as much Braga the president for my country. I can wake up in the morning and say, God, thank you.
Yeah.
When Braga going to go speak at a podium, we don't be afraid like 2 country team playing, they're going to keep penalty. We don't be afraid. Right after the penalty shoot, the man did well, he did well. You saw what happened in Nigeria, they going down. It was a complete disgrace. They arrest your vice president, but you're standing on podium talking about you brain surgeon.
When you go address lawyers, they talking about brain.
I'll call you back. Yeah,
bro.
My man, bro. I'm lying to you. The only thing I ask God, we ask God, our president, we place our president in the hands of God.
That's it.
Our president, our vice president, we place them in the hands of God. That's all we can do. Because the evil people is negative. Our leader.
Too smart, yeah, little. So guys, it's my brother Benson guy being here on the show. My man, I really appreciate you. Ready fire right now. The people already love you. I seen it from the comment section that they posted they love you.
But bro, we here now, bro. The reason why they hacked my page since 2022.
I see.
My real Facebook page was hacked. That new page here. One Nigerian guy using it. I don't even know him from nowhere. He can use it. He can get my face so that I've been it. He can use it. I just created it one, brother. But we'll celebrate it, papi. Because that have been my prayer.
Yeah, they want to put the blue badge on it, then Facebook will protect it.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. You put the blue badge on it, but that's somebody temper with it, they can signal you straight to ask if you the one.
All right, my brother.
Yeah, okay, brother. Take care now.
Take it easy,
so, guys,
brother.
let's meet on the class reloaded. Bye-bye from my end. So, I'll catch you guys tomorrow. My brother Benson guy being here. I really love his exposition right now. It was really great. We learned a lot from him. So we'll be back tomorrow. Share the podcast as you go in. Share the podcast and tag people. Send it into people inboxes. So as soon as they click on it, they'll be able to see the show to know what we discussed today. I'll catch you guys. Bye-bye from my end. Let me just go and take a quick shower. Say, Pastor men know how to praise and support each other rather. No, Pastor guy is a great guy, Prince. Jatu, how you doing? How I send you the link. I send you the link in your WhatsApp, and I call you I think 2 or 3 times. You didn't pick up. I don't know why. You said I should send a link to you. Maybe it was up when I saw it late, but I did send it as soon as I saw it. But you didn't come on. It was going to be great for you to come on at least as the queen of the show to butter the bread. Let me put the man myself on the side and put you in the middle. But anyway, we'll be back tomorrow if you have the time. So you can come to chip in. I'll catch you guys. Let me go and take something of a quick shower. Love you guys. Bye bye from my end.